Hi friends, I hope you're having a great day. In episode 1 of the weight loss series, we started with how to set goals and why goals are very important while beginning a weight loss journey. In episode 2, we said we're going to get more active and at least target 10k steps a day. In episode 3, we found out what our ideal weight was and what our BMI is, so we know our current state. Episode 4, this episode is also going to be a little bit about knowing your current state, which is what's your current body fat. So only when you know your current body fat percentage, as and when you are making progress in your journey, you will know how much of body fat I am losing, because we want to lose the body fat. We don't want to lose our muscle mass. We don't want to lose our water weight because that can fluctuate so much. We don't want to get rid of our bones because bones is what gives us the stability and strength, right? So we only want to lose fat. But how do we know that we are losing fat? Only by measuring the fat percentage on a month-on-month basis, you will know whether you're on the right path. So I've given a link to the body fat calculator. Click on that link in the description box and enter the basic details, and you will know how much body fat you have. An ideal place to be would be around 20 to 25% of the body fat, but we're going to slowly get there, so don't get disappointed when you see your number higher in terms of body fat percentage. So now that we have finished our body fat calculation, let's move on to the next most important step, which is our BMR, basal metabolic rate. This is nothing but it's going to help you identify how many calories you need to eat in a day to be able to lose weight. So we're going to find out what our maintenance is. What is the basic metabolic rate of my body? How much should I eat to maintain my current body weight? Once we find that out, we're going to give a deficit of 500 calories from there. Say for example, your BMR is 1700 calories. So what we're going to do is, we're going to give a total calorie requirement as 1200 calories. We're going to bring it down by 500 calories. How are we going to bring it down by 500 calories is, we're going to give a 300 calorie deficit through diet and a 200 calorie deficit through exercise. That totals up to 500 calories. So you will bring down your daily supply of calories to 1200 calories. So your body has to go and find out the extra 500 calories through burning the fat. Since we are continuously going to be giving a deficit, it has to go and find out some other way by which it can take that energy, and that's going to be by drilling the fat stores. And do remember that consistently you have to give a calorie deficit. 1 or 2 days if you just give a calorie deficit, that's not going to be enough, because the body is an animal of consistency. Consistently, if you keep hitting it, it's definitely going to budge in and help you. So how do we know if you're giving a calorie deficit? The only way we are going to know it is we're going to have to track everything that we are eating. So if you have not installed a food tracking app like Healthify.me or MyFitnessPal, I strongly recommend that. Healthify.me seems to have much more Indian food options, which is why I prefer Healthify.me, and I've been using it for really many years, and I've lost all my weight through that food tracking app, and that's why I recommend it to everyone. Do remember, any recommendation that comes from me is tried and experimented on myself before I share it with you. So install your Healthify.me first and start tracking everything that you eat. Forget about starting a diet plan. Even in your current state, even before getting into a diet plan, start tracking everything, and it will be an eye opener for you to know as to how much calories and how much carbs you're eating in a day. So once you've calculated your body fat percentage, you've calculated your BMR, and you know what is the deficit you need to give, now you're ready to get into your weight loss journey. So let's look at a sample diet plan. This is a diet plan that we share inside the program too, and in the program we share a 30-day veg and a non-veg diet plan, so that you don't have to break your head into what should I eat for breakfast, lunch or dinner. We have done all the calculation in terms of what you should eat, how much you should eat, and we also have given you the macros. So if you follow the exact portions that we are telling you and the exact food that we are telling you to eat, and if you enter it in Healthify.me, it's going to match, because we have built our diet plan based on Healthify.me. So leave all that work to us and come and join the program, and you will be guided step by step in this journey, along with a 30-day diet plan, which includes a veg and a non-veg diet plan. We also give a workout plan, and there is also a lot of motivation, support and accountability that that you're going to be getting, because we are in here as a family, as a community. So we chit chat, we get to know about each other's life. We don't judge anyone because everyone's challenges are different. We slowly walk you through like how a baby needs to be walked through the initial stages. We hold your hand and walk you through those steps. We review your food and workout, and we comment on it. We have a dedicated health tracker for you. So we review every day's food that you're eating, and we comment on your macros and what you can make changes. And weekly you're going to meet me, and we're going to motivate each other because we share so many success stories every week. Just to give you an example, we started our group coaching in December. In December, Rekha actually won the Biggest Loser for that month, and she lost more than 8 kgs. Currently her journey is still going on. She's been losing 10, 11 plus kgs. I can't even keep track of the exact number, but we do keep a track of them to know how they're making their progress. In batch 2, Kanimuri lost more than 9 kgs in the program, and she's been on the journey still, and she's losing 11 plus kgs. In group 3, Tanya lost more than 5 kgs. Again, she's now become our 3-month member, and she's going to be with us for 3 more months, and she's continuously losing her weight and motivating everyone. So everyone in this program, if you put in effort, you're going to see the results. And what I'm saying are the biggest winners, but according to me, everyone that's putting in effort and understanding how this works and trying their best are all winners according to me. But I just want to give you a snapshot of how this program is and who's losing the maximum weight. That's why I gave you like 3 names, but there are so many people, hundreds and 200s of people who've come into this program and changed their lifestyle, and it has been an eye opener for them in terms of how to eat healthy, how to live a healthy lifestyle. And what they constantly keep saying is, my sugar cravings are gone, I don't crave carbs anymore. My whole family is eating so healthy because they are looking at my food and saying my food seems more appealing than the regular food, and they're all towards a healthy pattern. They work out with me, and my kids work out with me. My husband does yoga with me. These are the constant praises that we keep hearing, and it's never too boring. It never gets boring because each one of your success is everyone else's success. So as a family, we are in here. So if you feel that you cannot do this by yourself, you need that motivation, you're starting something and dropping it halfway, you're not motivated enough, then this group is going to keep you motivated, because when we join the group, we look at everyone else's performance and we get that peer pressure, and we are also excited and motivated to keep it going. And this group will never let you down. They'll share interesting recipes. We have water challenges, we have workout challenges like 10k steps or HIIT workout challenges, and then we do have, like as I said, walking challenge. We have intermittent fasting challenges. We have 800 calorie challenges or 1200 calorie challenges, and the challenges just keep going on and on. And every week we recognize people who are going above and beyond, and that motivates the others also. So people do look forward to these weekly meetings where all we talk is success stories, challenges. How can we overcome challenges? What do I do if I get constipated? How can I help with hair loss? All the interesting topics are covered in our weekly meetings, and you will definitely enjoy and look forward to this. Think of this as an investment, because if you can't invest on your health, then what else would you want to invest on? So it's going to be one of your best decisions that you're making. So do consider joining this program if you haven't. April registrations are on, so feel free to join us. I'll only keep the registration for a few days. As I get my numbers, I will bring it down and close the registration. Then it only opens up towards the end of the April for the month of May. So now let's look at a sample diet plan. And according to me, a diet plan is something that should be very simple, easy to cook, sustainable, that you can follow for your whole life. And that's why I'm not a big fan of keto or paleo. I don't recommend that in my program at all, because it's not going to be a way of life, especially for Indian diet. Keto and paleo is not something that you can sustain for the entire life, because there are so many options out there. You go out, you have a lot of food, you're very tempted. You can't go and find out keto restaurants. I don't even know if there is one. So all these challenges are, is what is making keto and paleo very difficult when it comes to following it. So I always propose low carb lifestyle, because anywhere you can find a low carb food. So let's look at a sample diet plan. For breakfast, you can have something as simple as a sprouted dosa or a moong dal dosa. If you're eating regular dosa idlis, stop that and switch over to a healthy form of complex carbohydrate and protein mixed dosa. You can have the sprouted or moong dal dosa along with your regular chutney like tomato chutney or coconut chutney or any chutney of your choice. So if you're for family, if you're preparing the chutney, you can have it too. Just that if for your family, whatever you're preparing, regular dosa or idli, you need to substitute it with sprouted dosa or idli. Of course, you can give the sprouted dosa to your family also and make them more healthier as well. Okay, so that's something that you can have for breakfast if you are a person who doesn't eat eggs. But if you eat eggs, egg omelette, an omelette with a couple of eggs is a wonderful choice. You can add and throw in as many veggies as you can, and then that's one of the most fulfilling meal. You could also have a little bit of a multi-grain bread, one slice of multi-grain bread. You can layer avocado, healthy fats on top of it, and you can have them with any of the veggies of your choice. That's one of the options. And then for lunch, you can do something as simple as you cook whatever you do for the family. If you're a person who's making a sambar or rasam or any of the South Indian delicacies like more korambu, kara korambu, kootu, aviyal, if you're making any of those, feel free to eat that as well. But say you're from the northern part of India and you're more into like dal and sabzi and gravy, again those are some things. Any beans, any sabzi, any gravy, those are something you can definitely have. Just that instead of the regular roti, you can switch to a multi-grain roti, like switch over, and the even more better option is an almond roti or a flaxseed roti. Those are comparatively low in carbs, so try those. I do have a lot of recipes in my channel. I'll share the link to my Tamilpan channel where you can get a lot of recipes on flaxseed roti, almond roti and different forms of roti. If you prefer eating rice, instead of regular rice, switch over to millet rice. Again, it's a complex form of carbs, but you got to keep an eye on the carbs because all what I'm saying is still high in carbs. So you got to bring that carbs a little bit down. So you might have to, if you're eating 2 cups of rice a day, you might have to switch over to like half cup or 1 cup millet rice. But all the sides are going to be what is going to occupy 3/4 of your plate. And for the quarter portion that is left is where you're going to have your millet rice. Okay, do ensure your plate is fully loaded with a lot of green leafy vegetables, cooked, raw, whatever you want, and a lot of protein rich dal or beans or anything. Okay, and the rest is what 25% is what goes for your carbs. So this is something that you can easily follow, right? Whatever you're making for your family, you have it. Just that instead of the rice or roti, make a simple swap. And then for evening, you can have like makana, any roasted seeds and nuts you can have. Or you could have what we call sundal in Tamil, right? It's basically cooking your beans or chickpeas, and you can have that along with your tea or coffee. Okay, so that's something that's a very easy thing to do. And for dinner, again, I would prefer keeping it as light as possible. So I always recommend vegetables. They're highly loaded with fiber. They keep you full. So any vegetable soup would be a great option, or even a vegetable salad would be awesome. But say if you're craving sweets at that time, you could go with a little bit of a fruit salad. But do remember, fruits are also high in sugar. So you got to keep an eye on the total carbs. What I've seen is people can really go high on the fruits and eat a lot of fruits to fill them up, and that increases the carb level. So you got to keep the carbs down, because only when the carbs are lower, the insulin gets balanced. Otherwise, insulin spikes up, and when insulin comes out, when it is released, what it does is it takes all the carbs that we are giving into your body and it stores it as fat. So we got to keep the carbs low, we got to keep the insulin low, and we got to make the body go and drill the fat. And for that, we got to go follow a low carb lifestyle. So these are some of the options for breakfast, lunch, snack and dinner. You can minimize fruit consumption. You can have low carb fruits a little bit, but only during this fat loss mode, I would recommend you go a little bit low on carbs. But once you go into maintenance mode, you will have much more calories and carbs to play with, and you can include a little bit of more fruits of your choice. So if you're interested in this kind of a plan, this is what is going to be in our 30-day plan, veg and non-veg plan in our program. If you're interested, do join the program. The link is available in the description box below, and the April registrations are on. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, this is the Transform Me new channel that I have in English. Do click the subscribe button and also click the bell notification so that you get instant lessons delivered right to your phone. I hope you enjoyed this diet plan. I'll see if I can leave a sample diet plan that you can download and start right away. And I'll see you with a different video. Until I see you next time, all of you stay fit, take care, bye.